Hi everyone, how are you all doing? My name is Natalie. If this is the first time that you're watching my videos, thank you for stopping by. I hope that if you enjoy what I do and share here on this channel, you can subscribe and share with your friends. In this video, we are going to talk about this upcoming week astrology forecast, and we'll end the video with the message for the collective through some tarot and oracle cards. So this video, we are talking about October 21st to 27, 2024. This week, we are embracing the change of the season, the switch to signs to sign. So let's talk about it. On 21st, we have Mercury in Scorpio having a trine with Saturn retrograding in Pisces. Today, if this week you want to have a constructive or deep, serious conversation, this is the day you want to have it, because this water trine is going to give you support to have some constructive, serious, and some deep conversations. And Saturn in Pisces talks about boundaries, and Mercury in Scorpio is deep, strategic, transformative. It wants to get deep to the truth, what is really happening, and so on and so forth. So together, if in your life you're experiencing some issues surrounding structure, surrounding boundaries, whether this is in an area of your life or in some situation, relationships in your life, this is a great day to talk about it, because a trine is a positive, supportive energy. So if you want to, especially if it's regarding to some kind of emotional boundaries, right? Perhaps you want to be seen, or the other person, right? And you need to talk about it sometimes, whether this is a friendship, family dynamic, romantic, work situation, or relationship. So it's a great day to do that as well. Saturn also talks about the longevity of things in life, or an area of life. Mercury in Scorpio wants to have deep, meaningful conversation, not so much about the service level small talks, right? Because it's just like, what's the point of it? And so today, if there's a day you want to plan something, make plans, or plan some long-term goals, or plan something that have some kind of long-term effect, this is a day to do so as well. A great day to schedule a therapy session, actually, with your therapist, healer, or whoever it is, or just simply having a deep healing conversations, because we have Mercury in Scorpio, we have Saturn and Pisces, both water signs, so it feels very supportive and healing as well. So definitely a great day to maybe talk about your wounds, talk about your healing, whether this is with your therapist, your healer, or this is simply a conversation you're having with friends or someone in your life as well. On the 22nd, we have Sun in Libra having a square with Pluto in Capricorn. So this is the final one. This is the last time ever in our lifetime that the Sun in Libra will square Pluto in Capricorn. As we all know, whether from my videos that you've been watching or other astrologers, Pluto is exiting Capricorn very soon, by the end of November. So this is the last time that you will experience the square, especially if you have any planets opponent at the last degree, the 29 degrees in Libra, or other cardinal sign. You might feel this aspect stronger today, especially maybe early part of this week. And it's kind of that final moment, final page of the book, of the chapter, right, in that Libra house in your natal chart, because the square is kind of bringing you that last moment, reflecting and saying goodbye to this long 16-year transit that we have been moving through individually and on a collective level. And not to lie, this square can be very tense for some people, right? Like I said, if you have any planets or point at 29 degrees in Libra, so today it might not be all sunshine and rainbow to some people in their life, because square can bring in tension. It needs you to do something to alleviate the tension, to move the energy. And sun is illuminator, so perhaps for some people today, sun and Pluto are illuminating some truth that you need to know. And sometimes truth hurts. Truth is not always sunshine and rainbow and happy to hear, but it's necessary to bring in maybe growth or change that is necessary in your life as well. So this square can also feels like I said, a tension, a push, like you need to do it, you need to push through it, and it might not be easy for some that is really working with this energy or really feeling it, or maybe something in your life right now that is giving you this kind of feeling that, oh my god, I really don't want to do it, but it's really time to just like pull my pants up and just give it all, muster up my energy and give it all. Give it a go and push through it, do it, take action to move the energy, right? And this can happen in a situation in your life, an area of your life, something that you've been navigating through. Maybe it's a relationship or just anything that is happening in your life. And you might be feeling not just this Tuesday, but this early part of the week, you're feeling that need to, right? I need to do it. Might not be easy, but I have to do it, so here we go. This is it. We gotta push through it and like take the plunge and just go for it, right? And on the same day, on the 22nd, later part of the day, in the afternoon, 3:14 p.m. Pacific time, or Hong Kong, it will be the next day on the 23rd, 6:14 a.m. So just the time according to where you are in the world. This is the change that I was mentioning in the beginning. The sun is going to enter Scorpio and kickstart the spooky season for real. So it's time to descend to the underworld of Hades to get deep, dark, vulnerable, and transformative with yourself in this Scorpio season. So personally, I'm a Scorpio sun. I do have a stellium in Scorpio, so I do love this energy. I work with it a lot. It's my favorite season. Of course, I might be a little biased, but it's also my favorite season of the year because in Northern Hemisphere where I live is the fall. We are in the mid of fall season where I just really enjoy that crisp, cold air that I feel, that makes me feel alive in some way. That's just me, maybe. And just really is that time of year where I witness the leaves falling, things are starting to decay. You're really seeing that change in energy, that change in season and life, right? That death and rebirth energy is really potent and visible to me personally. And it reminds me that the only constant in life is change. So it's extra potent for me and maybe some of you as well. Scorpio is passionate, magnetic, mysterious. It's a little bit of an enigma. Scorpio is a fixed water sign, so it talks about the healing water, the depth of the ocean. Still waters brings a lot of emotion. It also talks about being still with our own emotions. Ruled by Mars, but also in modern astrology, Pluto. Scorpio is that one sign that is unafraid to travel to the deep down underworld of Hades, right? Because that's where it feels alive. And this is also talking about being comfortable with the uncomfortable. And this can be very intense for some people that feels differently, that have a lot of energy that is kind of opposite and different from Scorpio. So during this season, you're also being invited by Scorpio and Mars and Pluto to get really deep down with yourself, right? Scorpio is not the sign that enjoys surface level small talk maybe some of us don't even know how to do that because it feels like it doesn't mean much to us, right? And you might find yourself feeling the same way during this season. You instead want to maybe get deep, get more intimate with the relationships that you care about, that is in your life, your loved ones, your closest friends, your partner if you're dating. And if you're dating, Scorpio might be the season where you are truly trying to see if that person is your person. Are you guys really compatible? Are we getting past through that surface level chit-chatting and having some real deep meaningful conversation to allow us to truly understand each other, to see each other and see if we can move to the next level, to bring in that deeper intimacy, not just physical but emotional. Again, Scorpio is that water sign, right? So it talks about emotions. So during Scorpio season, you're also being invited to get in touch with the deepest, darkest side of yourself, facing your own shadow and making be friend with your shadow, because through that you're able to understand yourself better. You're able to embrace yourself, not just the light, the happy, the easy, the sunshine and rainbow, but also your shadow, because that makes you, the whole of you. So during this season, I invite you to do that yourself, or maybe you will be feeling this energy, or people around you might be doing that, and you might see what relationship is worth continue to invest in, because you can see the depth of it, right? And maybe for some, maybe you're like, that might not be it. So it can come out either way, but ultimately, yes, it can bring in some uncomfortable feelings or emotions, but ultimately is bringing in also blessing and growth in disguise for us. So just take a deep breath and embrace the season with this energy. Lastly, on 24th, we have Mars in Cancer having a sextile with Uranus in Taurus. So today can be that energy of sudden changes. Perhaps you or other people around you might take some kind of sudden movement changes, or there might be action taking place that is out of the blue, because Uranus is always that element of surprise, unexpected, and so on and so forth. And just because Taurus also talks about finance and our Mother Earth in general, this aspect might bring in some sudden or shocking even or surprising news in the market that can bring in some sudden shift and changes in our world finance market. And of course, I hope that this is not bringing some unexpected natural disaster upon Mother Earth, but it's hard to say when we do have those aspects, right? So, but this sextile though is it can also be a day where Mars and Uranus giving you that push that you need to take a risk, to try something new, to experiment with something or an area of your life, because Mars is the action moving forward energy and Uranus is that surprise, right? So yeah, maybe I'm just gonna start something, or like take a risk and do this thing and try out things and experiment with whatever it is, an area of your life, right? Or a situation or whatever. And just think back to July 15, because that was when we have the Mars-Uranus conjunction in Taurus. So for some of us, maybe not all, right? For some of us, perhaps in the middle of July, something sudden happened, right? Mars and Uranus conjunction. That is an even bigger surprise or shocking news, action changes that might have taken place. Perhaps something happened in your life, in an area of your life. It can be a situation, relationship, or whatsoever. And fast forward to 3 months later, now we have that sextile. Perhaps whatever happened in mid-July kind of allow you to realize something. And now that we have this sextile, you might feel some kind of help coming in to help you navigate that situation or that shocking change or surprising news that you receive around the middle of July. So everyone might feel it differently. See what that might mean for you. And now let's take a look at this week collective message. So from the tarot card, wow, this is so funny. We really have that change of season very visible through the cards. We have 7 of Cups, which is a Scorpio card. And we have 3 of Swords, which is that Libra card. It's the change of season this week from Libra to Scorpio by the mid of the week. So very potent indeed. And in the middle, we have this Queen of Pentacles. I really like we have this in the middle to support it because, like I said, this week there might be this element of change. And also with that square between Sun and Pluto, there might be some power dynamic shift, right? And it talks about how can you navigate through these energy. And for some, this is about staying grounded, right? Attend to things that support you, nurture things and tools that can help you feel support and grounded. Yes, perhaps we are experiencing a lot of moving water and changes that is happening in your personal life or on a collective level. But at the same time, through all these changing waters that we're experiencing, it can feel sometimes confusing, it can feel sad, it can feel horrible because of what is happening around the world. It can really bring in oh my God, it's so hopeless, I don't know what to do, it's all so confusing. I'm struggling to find that sense of directions and how to move forward and so on and so forth. The Queen of Pentacles is reminding us that change is the only constant in life. So what are you going to do about it? This is attending to things that can help you feel grounded, supported, and nurtured. Perhaps this is about taking care of your energy, taking care of yourself, your body, taking care of things that is within your control, because after all, that's all you can do. You can't change the world by yourself. You can try to influence, you can align with people that have the same value or thinking with you to do that, but it's also about how can you stay grounded while you navigate through all this, right? And some of us, perhaps this week is that feeling in between, right? And for some, this is because you're navigating through something that is stressful. Maybe this is a tough relationship that you need to face, right? Are we doing this or not? This is confusing. I need to find clarity. I need to find out the truth. Do I really want this or not? Whether this is a situation, a relationship, an area of your life. But the Queen of Pentacles is here to tell you that you can do it. Step by step, you have to do it, and you will do it. And yes, maybe it's hard. It feels like you're taking a lot out of yourself. You're pulling out all the energy in order to do it, but you can. Just trust yourself, even though it feels like, oh my God, I have no strength left in me. You do. Sometimes we need to do the hard thing, and maybe for some, this is the week. From the Moonology card, we have last quarter moon in Capricorn, leave the past behind. Wow, this is really resonating with that Sun square Pluto in in Capricorn, right? Leave the past behind. For some of you that in your human story that you're moving through, you're closing out something this week, and it might be big. So, but it's time also, because guess what? First quarter moon in Pisces, honor your feelings, right? We also do have that water trine, right? That Mercury and Scorpio trining Saturn and Pisces. This is about honoring your feelings, knowing that yes, I'm ending something in my life, a situation, a relationship, or I'm changing something, I'm moving from something. But because I need to honor myself, my feeling is Scorpio season, right? Gotta get deep down with your feelings, your emotions, and face the shadow. Honor your feelings, moving through it, knowing that you're doing what's best for you, right? In the end, for the Oracle card, we have 49, Observer. We also do have that new moon, which we have next week. Early next week, I believe, beginning of November, that we have the Scorpio new moon. Yes, in some way, I do feel like Scorpio season is a time in some way to be an observer, right? It's not so much of go, like cardinal energy, right? It's the fixed water sign. So this is about being still, being the observer of your emotions, of what is happening in your life, how you feeling, being unafraid to get down and dirty, deep and dark with your shadows, with what haunts you, right? To make yourself uncomfortable, because through that, by being the observer of those, you can befriend with your shadow, and that will also bring in the growth, the changes and shift that you need in order to help you to move forward or towards to what it is that truly align with you, that you truly desire as well. So during this Scorpio season, learn to be the observer of your own depths of emotions and feelings, and so on and so forth. So I hope the message helps in some way, shape, or form. I hope you find one or more messages that is helpful to help you navigate through the week. Again, I love to connect with you all. Feel free to comment below. Let me know how you find it, how you find this week with all this aspect and energy. And if you want a more personal consultation, I offer all kinds of astrology, tarot, akashic records reading. I also do distant Reiki energy healing. If you are interested, my email information are in the description box. You can contact me through there, and also my IG. So feel free to follow me there as well. In the meantime, I am wishing you all a great week ahead. I'll see you next time. Bye.